No. All right. I think I was 2 minutes late. I apologize. Um, I don't go live very often at all. Maybe I can remember to go live once a year as like a, what do I want to call it? A State of the Union address or something like that. But when I went to log in, it asked me to switch the orientation. And I was like, can I just do this? I can just turn it around, right? So I apologize for my inexperience. All right. All right. Okay, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. People are still filing in, of course. Y'all are later than me. That's embarrassing. Still looking at some of the news and stuff that I've come across the last, I don't know, 36 hours. Or even going back a week because, with this coming up at the holiday season, which, by the way, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa to all those who celebrate. I don't know how many, it'll probably be just one more video that I'll do before the end of the year. I just put out one yesterday or last night. Last night. And yeah, I'll probably be able to do one more. So I'm trying to finally choose which one I'm going to do. So I've been scrubbing the internet for the last few days to try to figure out what I'm going to do. And it's going to squeeze out a few things. So like I said, this time of year is kind of a State of the Union, looking back on the videos that I've done this year. Thank you to you all, and be appreciative and grateful. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about through videos this year, 2025, that I was unable to get to. I don't know if we'll talk about them tonight, but if there's any questions you all have for me or want to ask anything, please let me know. All right, it says, on my way to work third shift at Easton, let's go. Not a ninja. Where do you work at Easton? Because I may just pop up. If you're okay to divulge the information. I I'm at Easton all the time, actually, at the Costco. And I was just Christmas shopping at Easton 2 days ago, I believe. Trying to get my kids stuff. So yeah, let me know. And I might just stop by just to say hi or buy stuff. I don't want to buy more stuff. I kind of just lied. I don't want to buy more stuff. I want to be done with Christmas shopping. Maybe I should log in over here so I don't have to, whatever. I don't think y'all mind me touching the screen, right? No. Your brother lives in Bexley. All right. Me and my kids were driving through Bexley, I think that was like a month ago, and I tried to show them the neighborhood because I was like, hey, Bexley looked like no other place in Columbus, so y'all need to be familiar with what this is. You related to the DC Wigginses? No? I think my family heritage on my mom's side and my dad's side goes back to South Carolina. So if there's any Wigginses there, I do not know about that. What do I teach? People pay attention. So I am a school administrator. So technically I don't teach anything. my job at the school that I work at is to um, go through options for the future in adulthood for my students. So whether it's college, trade school, employment, military, my job is to find their what's next. So I actually it makes me happy to do that kind of job because when I was their age, my next actually I'll tell the story of why not. Um, if you paid attention to the channel or just like I don't know looked at me, you would know that A, I was born in Columbus, and B, I graduated from the Ohio State University. That's not what I planned out of high school, though. Out of high school, I applied to one school and one school only. That was the University of Toledo. I really didn't want to go to college, but they had a broadcasting career there because I knew by the time I was 17 or 18 that I wanted to be on the radio. Like I said, never went to University of Toledo. Then I went to a technical school for radio and broadcasting, radio and TV broadcasting. I got into the radio business a little bit. I was an intern at Sunny 95 here in Columbus, but then I realized I didn't like the radio business. I dabbled in and out of community college at Columbus State, which that place saved my life. And then I heard a student talking over my right shoulder about a transfer program that they had uh, the university, at the Ohio State University. So I was like, oh, can we do that? And you needed like a certain grade point average and a certain amount of credits in order to transfer. And I think I transferred a year and a half, 2 years later after that. So yes, like I was saying, I am a school administrator for those who are asking. I don't teach anything. I totally thought Mr. Orange would be out of office by Christmas. Did you think he would perish? Is that what you thought? He would thought you would like, you know. I solved the Christmas shopping problem by being abandoned by my family. Oh my gosh. Are you a wait? So I usually hear something like that from conservatives. They kind of celebrate it as a badge of honor. Were you abandoned? I hope it's not like a sad childhood story. I mean, if it is sad, we could talk that out. But were you abandoned because you were a leftist or a progressive? Because I haven't heard that one yet. It's usually conservatives. Looked like you were about to bust out a crazy guitar solo. I can't play guitar. I don't know what is it. But oh, is it the headband? Well, yeah. So if it's the headband, look, me and my kids and my wife, we all need haircuts right now. And with all we were trying to spend on Christmas, and all four of us needing haircuts, it's not going to happen until the new year. So I had to, in order to hide the fact that this is doing too much, and I want my hair to go up as usual, I got the headband on. So I assume the guitar comment is because of the headband. I've only been to Worthington. Yeah, Worthington's nice. You look like my family, DC Wiggins family, crazy. Thanks for answering. Well, the Columbus Wiggins family is crazy. So there's a couple Wiggins. There's a Wiggins in the NBA. Well, there's two Wigginses, but there's a Wiggins who plays for OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it's Aaron Wiggins, and he's tall and light skinned and skinny too. And I think there's a Nate Wiggins who plays cornerback, and he's got my same complexion. So maybe that's just a Wiggins thing. I don't know. Trade school is huge. Yeah. I talk to my students about trade school all the time. This country needs to heavily invest into public education, but sadly it has done the opposite since Ronnie Reagan. Yes. I was abandoned when I was 11, but I am also queer. So were you abandoned because you're queer? I'm assuming it's because you're queer, which, God bless you. That sucks. That's sad. Thought that he had 1 foot on the building appear and 1 foot in the grave. I applied to Kent State, but my guidance counselor signed my application and sent it in late. Golly. Sad childhood, hold my beer. Yeah, well, actually going back to me being a school administrator, one thing I've said to my students countless times, like, hey man, if y'all want to have conversations about having to overcome your parents or overcome your family, please talk to me about it because my childhood was rough. Gotta say, I really appreciate your channel takes mine. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So for the time being, let's talk about the channel. So I want to start off by saying I am very much appreciative with how far I've come, and looking forward to where I'm going. I gotta say though, I was disappointed by this year's output. Now, a lot of people in my comments, and I've heard others in this leftist progressive content creator space talk about their views lacking the last 6 or 7 months. But look, I'm not going to attribute my views being down to like some nefarious force. I think I just burped in the microphone. I'm sorry. We just ate not too long ago. It was delicious. I'm not gonna do it. My channel didn't grow by way of views and subscribers like I thought it would based on 2024. I had more subscribers in 2024 than I did in 2025, which is weird. I don't know how to feel about that. And looking at my videos, before I got on, I counted, I did 40 this year, which is a lot for me. I try to do 3 a month, which is like 1 every 10 days, of course. So 36 a year. So I did 40. Now, part of that is because, and we'll get into this a little later, a lot of you know that like the idea behind what I want to do with my channel is like deep dives as much as possible. So I look to last week tonight as much as possible in order to encourage me to read the entire study, dig through data, look at stats, comb through Twitter feeds and stuff like that to see what people are saying. Watch a whole lot of clips. I watch a lot of clips, man, to the point that like, from time to time, my own YouTube feed thinks I'm like, I love conservative content or something like that. I watch a lot. So the very first video I did in 2025 was what a stupid time to be alive. That was the one about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and H-1B visas and stuff like that. It was a 24-minute long video, which is usually top for me. Me going over 25 minutes that's a lot because I write, edit, produce, record my own videos. So that's a lot. And I also, as you know, have a full-time job during the day. So that's a lot for me. So that I really like that What a Stupid Time to Be Alive video. I remember making it. And that one did fine. Like the views, whatever, you're not going to get 100,000 every single time. The one after that, if I were to like rank my videos this year, the Cartier family needs help. That was a top 3 video of this year for me. I would say it's probably top 5, top 10 since I started this channel. The Cartier family needs help. As much as I was picking on them, which was really easy, and you could tell them I said it, I really just wanted to talk about the economy, tariffs. I wanted to talk about price gouging. I wanted to talk about, economical stuff regarding our country at that time. This was in January, so we already knew that Trump was going to be president, but he wasn't inaugurated yet. And I was also like he wasn't going to do anything for the economy, especially not the American blue collar worker or any common worker who isn't rich or wealthy. So, me wanting to talk about consumer price index and price gouging is not the most sexy thing in the world. And so putting that in the YouTube title and thumbnail wouldn't work. And so, yes, again, while I did want to mess with the Cartier family because I hadn't seen anybody make a video about them, I really wanted to talk about the economy. And so that was just a good, clever way to hide it in there. And I did. And that video did well. And it was one of only 2 videos I think I made this year that cracked 100,000 views, which, you know, how I started off the year, I thought that would just be easy, at least once a month. So What a Super Time to Be Alive was the first video I made. The Cartier family needs help. That was second. Third was the Democrat plantation and other calls coming from inside the house. Good video. That one was solid. Like, I didn't love it because a video like that, I didn't have to read data or a study or stats and numbers like that. It was just picking apart some conservative contradictions and inconsistencies. So whatever. After that, Drake responds to Kendrick's halftime show. That's just a standard video. I wasn't planning on doing it, but based on the response to Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime show, I made that video because I thought Drake's response was stupid. So that was it. I don't know about that video. I can't honestly remember a whole much about that video. After that was the Daddy Issues video featuring Byron Donalds. That one was interesting. I didn't know how well that one would do and my audience specifically, even though I do make these videos, it bothers me that I get a lot of views when I mess with black conservatives. It's like weird. It's weird. Like, yes, they deserve to get made fun of. But part of me is like, does middle America want me to get at black people? That's not okay. After that, let's see. It was a tricky video for me. It was about the idea that, so the title is, okay, then whose fight is it? I changed that title a billion times. I changed the thumbnail a billion times. It was about the rise of neo-Nazis in America after this past presidential election, and black people feeling like we don't need to fight it and we shouldn't fight it, which I partially agree with, but it's like, well, who is going to fight it? But yeah. Next was Stop Asking Stephen A. Smith about politics, please. Solid video. That was really easy to do because he got so many bad takes and people keep asking him about his politics. I don't know. I don't. Of course, you hope every video does well, but I didn't know how well that video would do. And since I made this video, I've seen other people make videos about Stephen A. needing to shut up, and those have done better than mine. So I'm like, well, crap, was I early? Make America Keep That Same Energy. I never knew what to do with the title and thumbnail for that one. God dang it. All words are made up, every single one of them. That was another language video I wanted to make. I like talking about language. I don't know if the algorithm or the audience is getting tired of that, so that one didn't do well. How the manosphere gets a rise out of adolescence. So the adolescence show on Netflix took off. And I don't talk about the manosphere very often, so I kind of caught it on late. Oh man, that's a 27-minute video. Jeez, I must have been just going. That video didn't do well. I caught on too late. That's kind of a problem of mine. One thing my wife and I talk about all the time is that, like, do I maintain the ability to turn on the camera and just go off of what prior knowledge I always have and I don't have to write a script? Yes, I can do that. But look at where we are. And then pay attention to what I do. Like, I take advantage of the fact that people say stupid stuff off kilter all the time. And so one of the reasons why 99% of what I say is scripted is because I want to make it as difficult as possible to debate what I say, to argue what I say, and then for me to slip up. It's not foolproof, but yes. So it took me a while to get through the script and read a bunch for that Manosphere video, but yes. Moving on, why Uncle Tom doesn't apply to who you think. I like the concept of that video. That was dope. If you watch many of my videos making fun of black conservatives, this doesn't make me better or worse than anybody else. I'm just reluctant to call black conservatives Uncle T, you know what I'm trying to say, or the COON word or anything like that. Yeah, that video did pretty well. You know, we could ignore them, but we can't. Here's why. I think that was a compilation of just goofy videos being seen on TikTok of conservatives just being ridiculous online. It's like, for what? So it's like, man, like, I would really like to ignore them, but like, you know, if it's letting them run rampant and then not challenging what they say, then they kind of get away with it. But if you respond to it, it's giving them more of an audience. So it's a tricky thing. But I don't really favor or care for the idea that, like, oh, don't give them the attention they want, because, like, yeah, they're just getting away with it. Like, but we can talk about that another time. One video I've been working on for 3 weeks now, but I can't think of a good time to make it and upload it, is conducting ourselves better online. I just need to think of a better way of presenting that information. So, black fatigue was next. I actually wish more people had black fatigue, because I think people misunderstood what I was trying to say. You know how it is. You put up a title, people don't watch what you actually say, and they'll watch like 2 minutes of the video and think you mean this, even though 12, 16, 18 minutes later, you finally get into what you're talking about. But when I say I wish people had more black fatigue, it's like, okay, well, leave black culture and our black stuff alone then if you have black fatigue. So it was interesting that I did back-to-back, like, very trending topics. Sorry. I did black fatigue, and then after that I did the fire at that plantation down south. I did those back-to-back. After that, we got rap music is dangerous, just not the way you think. That was me talking about the rap music myth that it causes or exacerbates violence, which is not a popular topic for me to talk about on YouTube, even though I like to talk about it, because as many videos as I've made about this topic, which is like 6 or so now, when I ask people to show me like proof that there's a link between hip hop and violent crime, oh gosh, the arguments get like so bad. So after that, no, Carlton Banks would not be a Trump supporter. I had nothing I wanted to talk about really at that time. And I just thought that was a funny video, because I truly believe, I don't think he would have been a Trump supporter, but I feel like I got that idea from somewhere else, but I don't remember where. After that, the fight for femininity in 5th place. I didn't have anything I wanted to talk about at that time. Yeah. The de-wokification of Jackie Robinson. I've changed that title a bunch of times. That video is nice. I couldn't really pack that snowball as tight though. Like, I don't say like the script was everywhere, but I like the point of it. Did you want this country ran by a businessman? I changed that thumbnail a bunch of times also, and I think I switched the thumbnail the title a few times. That was me trying to talk about the economy again. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. I like talking about the economy from time to time, because clearly this past presidential election, among other things, was a referendum on the economy and the Democrats' handling of it. And so it's kind of like, hey, okay, cool. If you put the Democrats out of power because the economy wasn't going well, okay. Are you going to hold Republicans to that same standard? Like, that kind of makes me nervous. All right, the next video, and actually this one not doing well really bothers me, because this was the most heartfelt, personable one that I had. Right now it's called, You Mean to Tell Me That I Only Have 36 hours to Make This Video? The thumbnail is one side trending topic. The next day, 2 days later, I got a little info thing. I mean, a little, what do I want to call it? A little positive upward trending graph versus a downward trending one. That video means a lot to me because, like, I could already recognize at that time that like this year was weird when it comes to like my views and subscriber count and everything like that. I will admit that like making good quality content is paramount. It's the most important thing. But after a while, and you know, comparison is the thief of joy. You look around, it's like, man, what in the world? Like, this person's not better than me. But boy, they are killing it when it comes to the views and the subscribers. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't understand. So you mean to tell me that I only have 36 hours to make this video was really, again, personal and personable, talking about my feelings and emotions about being a content creator. It's all over the place. that video didn't do well. That made me mad. The next one was really good, and I never knew what to call it. When even being around minorities makes you feel marginalized. Yeah, that video was about hetero awesomeness fest, I believe. And I got to it too late because I didn't want to talk about it initially. But then the more I was reading about it, the more I was like, wow, this is hilarious. I got to talk about it. So since I got to it too late and I started talking about it too late, I couldn't put it in the thumbnail, although I think I did initially. The video didn't do well. So we got like a number of them not doing well. Now, this video, why would a billionaire in Ohio bankroll Jeffrey Epstein? If you ask me who I am as a content creator, or if you wanted me to point to something that says, no, this is the essence of what I do. This, as far as my work, is who I am. It's this one about Jeffrey Epstein and Les Wexner. Why would a billionaire in Ohio bankroll Jeffrey Epstein? I feel like it's the best video I've made for a number of reasons. Not that I set out to like grade my own work or something like that, but if I could give any one of my videos an A+, it would be none of them. But this would get an A. And this is how weird I am. Don't make fun of me. I was one sentence away. I remember editing the video and I could have just re-recorded it. Or maybe I was fine with it when I was editing it. Then when I watched it back, I was like, crap. Towards the end of the video, when I was talking about, at the time, news had broke that Trump wrote a birthday letter to Epstein and he drew a female body form. And towards the end of the video, bring it back to Les Wexner, I said that, and I should have said, and wouldn't you know it, Les Wexner made a card or a letter too. But I think I just said in the video, like, Les Wexner made a card too. Had I simply said, this is the point, and wouldn't you know it, Les Wexner made a card too, it would have been A+. It would have been the only A+ I've ever given myself, ever. But I didn't say that. I don't know why. Maybe I was tired because that's a 26-minute long video. I read for so long. I couldn't even, I read so many articles, so many news clips, so much stuff for that video. And I shouldn't, guys, and especially like some of you are your content creators. I don't want y'all to be like me and like look at the view count and put your worth or the success of the video on that. That got 76,000 views. I have no idea how that didn't break 100,000 or more. It's a really good video. It's a really good video. After that video was, the title is Get Ready to Get Lied To. That's talking about crime statistics because I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, and I knew the audience didn't want to talk about crime statistics or whether you're on the left or the right, the decrease in crime or anything like that. But I read a lot of data, and I was like, yeah, we got to talk about this. And so I didn't think that would do well. The art of biblical cherry picking. That was about the guy in Oklahoma, the school board leader who resigned a couple of months ago, being caught watching porn. I just wanted to make fun of that guy. That was it. Candace Owens, you ain't got the lie. Candace, you ain't got the lie. I just like the concept of that video. It was pretty funny. I thought that would do a little better, but whatever. That was Candace Owens talking about President Macron in France. Where there's a sub, there's a way. That was me comparing the guy who threw a sub at somebody to the guy who threw a sandwich at President George W. Bush. I'm so weird. After that was the Cracker Barrel video, but I likened it to museums and libraries. The Dave Portnoy video is dope. Yeah, I mean, that's a good video. That Dave Portnoy video is good. A couple people in the comments said they didn't know who Dave was. He's on the thumbnail, so if he ever saw this, was like, oh, well, you can't even get a lot of views. You're on the thumbnail, homie. That's a really good video. That's a really good video. Skimming through, this was the whoop-de-doo video was about the reaction to Charlie Kirk. I knew it was going to get pointed at leftists or black people. Fine video. Rap myths we all believe were true. Again, I keep talking about the lack of a connection between hip hop and violent crime. But that was a compilation of the previous 5 videos I had done. I tried to pack enough as possible to do that, but I didn't want to simply put one entire video, then the next entire video, and then like all 5 in a row. So I tried to cohesively play some of my arguments throughout the video that match one another. Because after a while, you kind of just say the same stuff over and over again, or at least similarly. Blaming both sides is BS. Yeah, that was about the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Yes, we should have left TikTok when we had the chance. That's a really good video. I wanted to make it about Larry Ellison because I felt like at the time I saw other videos on YouTube who had him on their title and thumbnail, and didn't work for me. I'm not on that thumbnail. I don't put myself in all of them. Oh, actually, real quick, rap myths that we all believe were true. That's 1 hour and 20 minutes. That was me testing to see if the algorithm would give a crap about me putting out a longer video. I'm having trouble with keeping an audience for a really long time. And we'll get to that in a little bit because I switched my style up. Hopefully a number of my audience will recognize that. I switched my style up a few months ago. Like I said, we'll get into it. Brooklyn Barack. I wanted that to work so much. Hakeem Jeffries is the Barack Obama of Chuck Schumer's. I love the title. I spent a lot of time on that thumbnail. And I didn't think leftists would watch it because it was weird. Conservatives aren't going to watch it. Liberals will feel like, well, why are you attacking us? And then leftists already know how Hakeem Jeffries is. So I didn't think people would watch it, but I really wanted people to watch it because what is up with that dude? Like, he just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, the low point of the year was, and I didn't know what to call this, kids in Africa finished their dinner because there are starving people in America. That got less than 5,000 views. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. That, I remember I was talking to my wife and I was like, am I over? Am I over? Like, is this it? Because that was when food stamps were about to get cut, EBT and everything like that, SNAP was about to get cut, and I'm just talking about the economy and everything like that. So I really needed a good bounce back. Churches that failed the baby formula test are too close to crashing out. That was pretty easy video to make. Like, that was pretty easy. How to convert the rest to the left. Let me tell you about this Mom Downey video. How to convert the rest to the left. I had it in my mind. So sometimes when I'm on Twitter or TikTok and like I see a bunch of stuff, whether it's trending or there's a number of people talking about it, sometimes it takes me like a day to be like, maybe I do want to talk about that. not this Hakeem, not Hakeem, my gosh, not this Zoran Mamdani thing. The second I saw him talking to Trump, I started writing a script. The second I saw it, immediately I started writing a script. And here's what I thought would happen, and this is what I hoped would happen. I really got my The Daily Show segment on with that one, how to convert the rest of the left with Zoran Mamdani. And I hoped that if I make my video and then post it a little bit before The Daily Show talked about all that, then you know how on YouTube, like they have the video, then up next, they will put mine under that. Like that was my plan. That was my goal. Plus it was a trending topic and everything like that. I was like, oh, this one's going to do fine. This one's going to be solid. And I don't think The Daily Show I don't think they talked about it that week or anything that week. It was a weird week. And that one got less than 10,000 views, even though like it was all over the news. And I'm just like, what do I need to do? So again, I had, I was same month, same. I was like, my wife, I'm like, am I over? Is this it? Like everything I put into these videos, like I don't know what else to do or say. Man, so take that. Another video I caught on late with. This is a recurring issue with me. The guy who was told by the woman he was debating that his wife has a few baby mamas and stuff like baby daddies, and he flipped out. That got up there. I mean, it was a little bit of a bounce back. It was a solid video, easy video to make. Give them somebody to look down on and they'll empty their pockets for you. So that is a Black Friday myth video, but I couldn't call it that because it came out after Black Friday. So I was like, well, by the time people watch it, they're not going to be caring about Black Friday. But I couldn't put that in the thumbnail either. Also, if you go to the comments on give them somebody to look down on, they'll empty their pockets for you. So many people thought I was like duped or had by the thumbnail that I created. On the left side of that thumbnail is an AI image. And if you watch the video, you know that I would know that. I included that in the video. I talked about that image, but a number of people comment before they watch the video. So, all right. The Hodge twins grift has to be studied. That came out last week. I cannot believe how much Hodge twin stuff I watched for that video. I feel like it's an evergreen video. It wasn't like timely or topical. So hopefully that can just keep building over time. I watched so much Hodge twin stuff. And I knew, I said it in the video, I knew who they were, but I never watched their stuff. I was never like a fan. And yeah, watching people how people respond to them, like maybe they fell off their radar or something like that. They stopped paying attention to the Hodge twins, and yeah, it was easy to make that video too. Like it was so easy. So last night I did a video about Nicki Minaj and Erica Kirk. I tried to be nice to Erica Kirk as much as possible. I can't picture my wife going through something like that. At the same time, though, it is odd because, like I said in the video, did I say this in the video? I don't know. She's being treated like a monster truck rally. You go up a ramp and there's smoke, a smoke machine, and pyrotechnics and stuff like that. But then I thought, I don't know if TPUSA is treating her like a monster truck rally because she's the boss. So she's treating herself like a monster truck rally. That just came out last night. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I just switched the thumbnail. I didn't mean or want to put, I didn't want to put Nicki Minaj's body on the thumbnail, but I gotta generate interest and stuff like that. So that was all 40 or so of my videos. Quick overview in what is this State of the Union. I'll get to the comments in a second. So like a few months ago, I switched from last week tonight type content, deep dives, digging through data and studies, like I said earlier. And going this more daily show to where, like, instead of showing what a study says or data, just simply say, just, hey, this is what data says, and keep going back to the jokes. And I'm not joking when I say this. I literally, and when it comes to categories for my YouTube channel, I switched from politics to comedy. So I'm just more jokes. It's a lot of work to make the Les Wexner video. That's a lot of work. And if it's not generating interest as often, then I don't know if it's always worth doing that kind of video. That's literally why I'm here. I always say, like, the name of the game for me is nuance and details. And so, like, ultimately, that's what I want to be known for when it comes to this. Now, that doesn't mean like the other videos are lacking in details or nuance and stuff like that, but like, it's, comparatively speaking, it's less. Well, I guess it is lacking. Well, no, it's still there, but it's just not the sheer amount that I usually try to do. So I went to more of a daily show model, just jokes on jokes on jokes, and not as much nerdiness as usual. So I think I can squeeze in another video next week. I have an idea about a video about the internet and how we conduct ourselves and stuff like that, featuring Cunningham's law and the bean soup theory. I like the concept of that video. I don't know if it's going to get views or nothing like that. But what I really want to talk about is something that was trending on TikTok a while ago, but I still want to talk about it even though it's late. But there was an East Asian woman. I believe one parent is East Asian, one parent is white. And she said she side-eyes white people at H Mart. And y'all know how this went. Conservatives said one thing, middle America agreed. Then black people was like, yeah, we get it. And that's just another indication of black people, I don't say coming to the rescue of East Asian or Asian people, but it's another example of us understanding where they're coming from, but then roles reverse. It at least feels like not enough of them understand where we're coming from. So I still might do that video. That might be the last one I do for this year. I might do it next week. I don't know, unless something else comes up. But I am proud of my body of work. I think I put out great content. It's the kind of stuff that I would want to watch. That's ultimately what matters. But man, yeah, I don't take this as me boasting. Don't take this as me boasting. Because I was about to say, like other content creators like me, I have not come across another YouTuber like me. They could be out there, sure. But I haven't come across another YouTuber like me. But with that being said, there's other people in this leftist progressive space either were killing it or are killing it. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm not killing. It's more like manslaughter. It's not premeditated killing it over here. I'm doing fine. It's fine. That's the thing about YouTube. Okay, y'all better be, and here I was thinking your background was green. No, green screen. All right, look. Hey. I'm gonna stand up. I've been on winter break for a couple days, so don't make fun of my pants. All right, it's just joggers that I put on because it was cold down here. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk around the room so y'all can see that. No, it's not a green screen. This is my actual basement. All right. I think I'm wearing dope shoes too, so check out my shoes. Here we go. Standing up. Here we go. All right. Here we go. This is for y'all. See? This space is reserved for a YouTube button. And then here's my shoes. Here, hold on. Actually, here. Y'all gotta. Not flexible. There we go. All right. Yeah, real background. I'm glad I caught that. This fell months ago. I've been meaning to put it up. I will. All right, there we go. Um, yeah, no, that's my kid's art back there. Yeah, that's my kid's art. So yes, let's get into some questions. What have I missed in here? Any comments? This is a lot. Oh, thank you for all the comments. I appreciate it. Um, Ooh, this might take a while. I apologize for my hand being right here. I could do it on this computer over here, but I don't, whatever. All right. Gotta say, I really appreciate your channel takes mine. I think I saw that earlier one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Talk about you initially started the channel and what makes you continue to persevere. Whoa. Okay. Because talking is what I do. So I mentioned earlier that coming out of high school, I wanted to be on the radio because I always thought I was good at talking. And I went to a technical school for radio and TV broadcasting, graduated from there. I was a journalism major at Ohio State, graduated from there, wanted to be in radio. I think I'm really good at this. I think I'm really good at this. And I feel like I have a space in this. And I don't think anybody can do what I do, how I do it. So that's why I want to continue to persevere. I think I talked about this multiple times. I think my dream job would be to have like a Last Week Tonight type of show or be in the Daily Show or something like that. So that's why I continue to do it. I started this channel. I know I said this before. Y'all know that at the beginning of every video, when I say, all right, kids, I'm actually talking about my kids. I have 2 boys. And so technically I'm talking to them or at them when I say, all right, kids. But occasionally people will think I'm like talking down to adults, calling adults kids. No, I'm talking to my kids. Which, by the way, they don't watch my channel. They care, but they don't watch. Like, this isn't what they care about. Like, socioculture matters wrapped in politics or vice versa. They don't care about that. But yes, Julian says, hi, Jeff. Hi, hey, chat. I'm late. Yeah, you late. I was late too, though, so you're good. My channel growth was down this year, but I'm a niche corner. Yeah, man. It's real out here. I only discovered your channel this year, and it's easily my top 5 discoveries of the year. Thank you. I appreciate that. Last Week Tonight has a team doing research. Do you ever think about getting together a team or at least a person or 2? If I could pay them, yes. But you know what? Even with that, I've told my wife this several times. Like the thing that takes me the longest is writing a script. Segues and all that other stuff, making sure things flow within one another takes me a while. Gathering data, making sure I say stuff the way it's supposed to be said takes the longest time. I would never, if I were to relinquish anything, it would be editing. Scripts, no, I couldn't do that because I talk like me. I want to talk like me. So if I can pay some other people, yeah, I would definitely bring them in. That would definitely be helpful. Or if my channel can grow. Oh, and I need to include this. All my complaining about views and subscribers and stuff like that is ultimately because I want to be able to do this full time, and I can't as it currently stands. So I have a full-time job during the day. I do this at night. So ultimately, I would like to do this full time, but with how it's currently going, I cannot. I feel like in here there's some other content creators. So yeah. It was funny seeing Tate getting beat. Did not see that coming. Yeah, Jake got a broken jaw. Ancestors were smiling when Paul caught that fade. Hey, I definitely think about word choice and organizing thoughts. Yeah, I sure do. My kids can see this one day. And If you saw my oldest son, you see me. And if you talk to my youngest son, you're talking to me. So, um, I don't want to say something crazy and then people see it and then them go up to my kids in school or something like that. No, no, no. All right, let's see what else we got. That clip about the plantation burning that you posted lives rent free in my head. It's not. That was an interesting time. Man, that was an interesting time. I do corporate security for a bank. You can't swing by, sadly, but if you're at an ATM, there's a good chance I can see you there. No, thank you. I feel like you're a target, sir, but hey, I'm glad hopefully you got a stable job, man. Hopefully I'll see you around Easton. Love your economy videos. Thank you. Somebody does. Man, I actually used to watch the Cartier Boys music reacts. I can't believe how dumb they turned out to be. Dude shaking hands with Charlie. Yeah, that's what I was told. That's what I was told. What happened to these dudes? Your content is great quality, and I love you for it. Thank you. Thank you. I do have two channels, everybody. I think it was earlier today. Wow. Earlier today, I tried to collaborate with myself on my second channel. One day that might be a sports channel, but I think that channel is called Also All Right. It's usually it's usually TikToks that I made or a snippet of a video that I put out and I put it over there. It's mostly YouTube shorts and stuff like that. Was that getting cozy? Are you giving me title ideas for my how to conduct ourselves online? A response to Anna Kasparian. What response? What are we talking about? Did she say something? A response to Anna Kasparian. What'd she do? Did she do something? I don't know. I don't know if this needs to be said. It's been 2 years now since I've been gone, since TYT got rid of me. And I've maintained that I still root for people over there, but I haven't. This year, I think I haven't given myself enough time to pay attention to what they're doing over there. But there's still people over there for sure that I know that I still root for. Your Les Wexner video put him on my radar just before everyone else then started talking about him. I know. Oh man. Oh, hey. Yeah. Hey, somebody who is a member to the channel said, damn, did I miss the beginning? Yes, you missed the beginning. You sure did. Being late. Brother, you know better. But you're always in my comment section. I appreciate you, man. And thank you for being a member. And if you would like to become a member, let me know. I think I'm going to do add an additional membership level at the beginning of next year, 2025. 2026. Wow. What? I will say this. Still go through some of your comments right quick. I will say this in thinking of what I do. Once I have somebody in mind and they get on my nerves, the amount of work I do to figure out what they put out into the world, oh man. I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of what I do best. I just put it to you like that. I would not want to be on the wrong side of that. I think I do that really, really well. All right, I'm sure I'm missing something at the bottom. Oh, there you are. Get John, Jordan, and JR need to fly the coop. I mean, if it, I doubt that's going to happen. It's been that long. Yeah, it's been over 2 years since they got rid of me. I think it was November sometime, towards the beginning of November. How old are they? I assume that's about my kids. I have a 15-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. They're upstairs. They're on winter break, so they like to sleep in the living room when they don't have school. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, they're upstairs. They could probably hear me if they're not asleep. You want to do this full time. Can you release more than one video per week? Preferably three. Yeah, I mean, that's why I've done 40 or 41 videos this year, just to try to up some other stuff, just to keep stuff going. But based on, I mean, well, my full-time job, and then like how I like to do videos, it will be difficult for me to do two, let alone three videos per week. But yeah, I've tried to step up my output recently, just making fun of people without reading so many studies and stuff like that has made it easier. But you know, I'm a nerd at heart, so being able to get back to that, being nerdy, data and stats and everything is where I want to be. And actually, my audience does not tolerate me talking about sports whatsoever. So that might be another reason why my other channel, also All Right, it will be a sports one, because that's all data and stats and stuff like that. It says barely made it, but I made it. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. And to all my other content creators here, I will say this. And if I were a better content creator, I could show you some of my graphs for some of my past videos. The first one, the one I did about Thomas Sowell, it started off fine. Then out of nowhere, weeks later, it just kicked up. And so that's the thing about being a YouTuber, is that like you never know. One thing that I thrive on is hope. Like even when things get down or tough or difficult, I thrive on hope. Like, oh, the next one's going to put me in a different stratosphere. Or one in the past is going to catch on again somehow, some way. And so that's the thing I want to encourage content creators to know, is that like, yo, you never know what you put out and what audience is going to get you to. How old are you? I'm guessing 32. Okay, so I recognize that comment was said before I let y'all know that I have a 15-year-old and 12-year-old. So, which I think is funny. Like, gray hair doesn't necessarily signal anything. Like, I have a friend, he's 30. He has more gray hair here and here than me. But I'm not 32. I'm 42. I'm not embarrassed about, I love my age. I'm still in great shape. I'm glad I'm healthy and happy. Thank you, Lord. But sometimes I get a comment on my videos like, oh, that young dude is spitting. Look at this young brother in his youthful age spitting this knowledge. And I'm like, yo, if people knew that I was a middle-aged man, would they think I'm less smart than I actually am? So yes, I was born in 1983, elder millennial through and through. I'm 42 years old. This is my basement. Yes, this is my basement. I'm gonna show y'all what's on the other side of this camera. Are y'all ready? Let me know if you're ready. I can't see so this is the other side of the camera. Here we go. And I'm gonna go and switch back. There we go. That's the other side. That's what I look at when I record every day. That's what I look at. And we're back. Hi. What's one hidden piece of context most people miss in the stories you cover? Missing piece of context. Oh, I hide a lot of rap lyrics or Bible scriptures in a lot of my scripts all the time. I hide rap lyrics in my scripts all the time. And I like alliteration. Like I like consonant blends and stuff like that. So I do stuff like that all the time. I'm sure there's something else I could think of, but yes. People thought that was a green screen. That's so funny. Yeah, no, that's real. That's all real. Um, the space above that TV, I don't even know if that TV even works anymore. The space above that TV is reserved for a play button. I thought I would get it this year. I'm way off, which is fine. Yeah, my kid's artwork is back there. Nobody ever sits on that couch. I maybe once, because this part of the basement doesn't have HVAC, so that's why the electric fireplace is back there. But the other part of the basement does, but it's doom and gloomy over there. It's fine. Yo, let me say something I've been reluctant to say in one of my videos, which there's nothing wrong with it, but, or did I say it in one of my videos? Maybe I did. So I've said several times, actually, I put up a question in my community post asking, because based on my YouTube views and stuff like that, I posted a picture of like the channels that I've watched this year, and I asked, who do y'all think is my favorite YouTube channel? Answers were not all over the place, but I've said it a bunch of times. My favorite YouTube channel is Some More News. Like, it's the only channel where I'm like, I'm not missing this video. And Cody went to Ohio State, and I'm sure I think we were there at around the same time, maybe. I'm sure he and I look different now than when we were there, but he doesn't talk about it. He's not a Buckeye, egregious grandeur Buckeye like I am. I wear it on my sleeve. But Some More News is my favorite channel, and him and his crew used to, I believe it was Cracked. They used to work for Cracked, and messed up stuff happened to them. They all got laid off through no fault of their own, but they all stuck together. Most of them stuck together. I can't say all of them. Most of them stuck together. And I feel like the crazy amount of talent that we had over at TYT at one time, we could have / should have stuck together. Now, there's caveats to that, because like even when we were at TYT, we weren't like together. Like we all were just freelancers at that time, and we didn't collaborate over there. We were aware of each other. I would watch each other's stuff like that, and like whatever. It would have been dope if we all stuck together, or they were like, yo, you got messed up over there too? Let's do some stuff together. And clearly, looking at my channel, I'm not the most reach out and collaborate type person. I really should be. It's a shortcoming of mine. You would think with my type of personality that I'm like, hey, people. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So, it would have been dope for TYT people to stick together. Like, just the names in leftist progressive spaces online, the amount of talent. I don't even need to include myself. Y'all clearly think I think I'm dope. The amount of talent that we had over there and the amount of talent that are still just floating around doing our own thing is crazy. To where if we did our own thing like together, we would wreck some stuff. But it's been more than 2 years for me. It's been longer for others. So maybe it's too late, but yes, looking back on it, that probably would have been an opportunity. All right, still trying to catch up with some of these. I apologize. Majority Report needs to have you on. I mean, let them know. See, look at me right now. I could have said, you know what? I'm going to reach out to them. Nope. I'm like, somebody let them know. I don't know. You know what? I never, it's weird. It's weird. I need to collect my thoughts. It's weird. I never wanted it to be like I'm reaching out to people with a bigger channel to get a hand up. Like I never, and it shouldn't be that way. My brain shouldn't think that way. It should be more like collaboration and teamwork and work together, especially for people in leftist spaces and stuff like that. But I never wanted to come off like that. Like I don't know. I need to go to therapy. Um, Sometimes I wonder about your videos titles, but I always end up loving them. Enjoy your yo. And that's the thing about YouTube is it's the game is title and thumbnail. If you ain't got it, people aren't watching. You can make the best content in the world. If you ain't got those things, people aren't tuning in. Hi from Scotland. Hey, what? Hey, hey, does Scotland like black people? Please let me and the family know. Wait, what did what? Someone threw a sandwich at W2. I remember the man that threw no, I must have said the wrong thing. Mike, my brain works weird. Someone threw a shoe at W, and in my mind, I was like, "Oh, this is the biggest." Oh gosh. This is the biggest thrown inanimate object since somebody threw a shoe at W. That's what my brain did. That's what my brain did. I don't know. I don't know. So no, nobody threw a sandwich at W, at least not to my knowledge. All right, let's go back down. Maybe I missed some stuff. Oh, we in super chats. Whoa, thank you, everybody. I'm sorry I missed these. I'm trying to catch up and everything, and I got my hand in y'all's faces. All right, what time is it? What? 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 Oh, snap. Before I continue, and thank you for the super chats. I'll get to those in a second. As many of you know, especially if you've been watching this channel since before we moved, which was before September of 2024. My cat, dearest sweet Delilah Mercury Wiggins, died in September. Distraught. Before we moved in our previous place, you could see her in the background of almost every video I did. She was always back there. And she just died in September. And man, so when we moved here and I did videos, she didn't come down as much as I wanted to. My family got a new cat. They call her Toaster Strudel. I think Toast for short. I call her Socks. So I may go get her to introduce her to everybody in a few minutes. Actually, you know what? I'll do that. You talk amongst yourselves. I'll get the cat. Then we'll do super chats and everything like that. All right, I'll be back. Come on, girl. Come on. Really? Okay, well, just look around. There she goes. Look at her. Look at her. I believe she was like a barn cat, or she was abandoned once upon a time. So she's really still skittish and everything like this. But there she is. I call her Socks, obviously. But formally, the wife and kids call her Toast. So there she is. And you're stuck down here now, girl, because I closed the door. There she is. That's a new cat. So, all right. Let's see what I missed. In a few minutes, I'll pick her up when she realizes that she can't escape. The blonde got on a, what is that? What am I missing over there? Oh, wow. Green Knight. Oh, that is way too generous. Oh my gosh. Green Knight, Defender of the Grail, $100 super chat. Wow. Thank you. I surely appreciate that. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, all of that. Thank you. Wow. Drop a critique of Ben Shapiro. It'd be fire. Yeah, but that's another thing weird about, at least, maybe it's just a me thing. There are certain things I want to talk about where I'm like, I don't think I should be talking about it. Like, it's weird coming from me. Socks. Girl, you know your name, whatever. As much as I would like to make fun of Ben Shapiro, it would be, I don't know if it would come from me really good. It would be a really easy video to make, but some more news. They killed it with that years ago. I think the video is called something like, we shouldn't take Ben Shapiro serious about anything, or something like that. Girl, are you crying? Where'd you go? I did answer my age. Did I said my age, right? Yes, I did. Yeah. Thank you, 25 Blighters 91 for the super chat. I appreciate you, good sir. You're always in the comments. And again, a member of the channel. I've been with you since TYT, so thank you for positive energy you put out. Hey, what is it? Was that Rhino Red? Yes. Rhino Red, hey, my architect knows Japanese. Look at it, huh? He did it. He did it. Check your super chats. I'm checking them now. I apologize, but shoot, if there's something I missed, I don't know, because I got my hand in y'all's face and everything like that, and people probably catching on late, probably like, this dude doesn't know what he's doing. I could be using a computer over here, but I don't want to. And my cat is crying in the back, so I got to get up and let her out before she loses it. I apologize. Okay. All right. The cat prefers my wife. They are like best friends. I would have my wife come down and introduce herself and the cat, but my wife does not like being perceived. So there's that. Let's see. Okay. What's your zodiac sign? Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Uh, Somehow, some way, black women know that automatically. There's something about me. They're like, "Oh, you're a Cancer." Don't know how. Don't know what that's about. You put in any Pharaoh munch. What? What does that mean? Like listen to Pharaoh munch? It's been a while, but I can bring it back. I followed you since your TYC days. I've always wondered what the meaning of my architect no Japanese. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's do that. I miss saying it because it messed with people. Um, my architect no Japanese is a lyric from a Childish Gambino song called Sweatpants. That's it. When I used to say it in TYT, people thought it meant that like I had an architect, like an actual architect. I made enough money to have an architect, and it was boasting about my standing in life or something like that. No, at that time when I got hired over there, my idea was I can just be a fake news anchor. What does a news anchor mean? And what do they need? A news anchor sign off. And so when I realized I didn't want to wear like suits and button ups and ties and stuff like that, the news anchor thing, the sign off stuck. So I was like, okay, I'll keep the news anchor sign off thing, even if I'm not going to pretend to be a real news anchor or a fake news anchor. And again, going back to what I said earlier about like stuff that I hide in my scripts, it's yeah, song lyrics. And so I said my architect knows Japanese. For those who knows what it is and what it means, they'll love it. And for those who don't know, it's going to mess with them. And I've never been more right as a content creator in my life. So that's what my architect no Japanese is. Highly recommend Behind the Bastards. Yeah, Wisecrack imploded. Yep, I watched that happen in real time. Um, Dang, yeah, it makes me wonder why every 3 months or so I'm like, you know what, I want to work for another channel. I will still do my channel, but I want to work for somewhere else so I can just stay in the content creator world full time. And then watch what happens to uh, Wisecrack, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I want to go back. Like I can't remind myself of me getting kicked out of TYT. Like, come on now, I should know better. But still, I tell myself this all the time. I like your episode on Ole and Friends. We'd like to see you back on and talk a lot more. I think I'm going to be back on there in a couple weeks, maybe a couple days. I don't know. It depends on her availability. So a number of you are saying or naming other content creators, and no disrespect to any other content creator in the leftist progressive space. I don't know who they are because, again, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I watch a lot of conservative media. So I wish I had more time devoted to watch some of these other creators on my side of this thing, but I don't. My work or how I want to do things requires me to watch a lot of stuff that I don't want to watch, but I need to know what they're saying over there, and so I watch it. So I'm gonna look back on this and try to figure out like who you're recommending and who you want me to watch and stuff like that, so I can check them out. It's good to support others as much as I'm requiring or asking to be helped as well or supported. So I want to support them. Just week to week, instead of giving myself enough time to watch others who are leftist progressive, I'm just watching conservative media like a lot. And hopefully my work shows that. Now I'm imagining Billy Connolly screaming Jerry Maguire style, "I love black people." Oh gosh, interesting timeline. Oh, dude, come alive with me. I'll teach you how to escape handcuffs. I can send you handcuffs. That sounds like a threat. Thank you for all the RMP, RIPs, Delilah Mercury. I was distraught. I still, it's been 3 months. I think about her every day. Wait, yeah, I think about her every day still. Every day, every day still. Um, Very much the dad husband doesn't want another pet, refused it. Like, I'm not going to be a part of it. And then the second I met her, we became best friends. And this is no, I don't like to compare the cats. This is no disrespect to Toast slash Socks upstairs, but I'm not a pet person. I was in people I work with day to day. They think like, oh, so you're a cat person. I'm like, no, I was a Delilah person. I loved her. I take care of that cat upstairs. She gets fed. She gets bathed. If I went into the living room right there on the outer wall of our living room, it's just stuff dedicated to her comfort, whether it's bed, cat trees, toys. She's well taken care of. I don't ignore her, but I don't have the same relationship with her that I had with Delilah. And I probably clearly, because she ran from me the whole time. She loves my wife though, so that's good. She's probably with my wife right now, like standing on her chest or something. And I'll be complaining to my wife, like, why is Socks not responding to her name? And my wife was like, that's not her name. I don't understand. That's Socks. Now I remember why I referenced Anna. She was saying something about how she's afraid to interact with people from other races since she's convinced she'll offend them and doesn't want to deal with it. Somebody send me that clip. Somebody send me that clip. I hope that's not a thing. I haven't even. I clearly did one video after I left TYT, and I was going to leave it at that. Because again, I'm not. It was just a couple people there, just on my way out. Just wasn't. Yeah. So I've been. I don't want to talk about them. I've been reluctant to talk about them. But if that's the thing, then yeah. Behind the Bastards. I will look into that. Is live comment on this channel? I've been sub for a while and never seen a. Nope. I don't. I think it's been 2 years since I've done a live. I was thinking about just deleting those, by the way, because lives aren't typically what I do. Maybe I'll do more. Maybe not. Probably not. But you know, it's the end of the year, holidays. I wanted to just again reach out and say thank you all. Hopefully, I've made that abundantly clear. If not, I surely appreciate the comments right now, the sharing videos, subscribing, and everything like that. I'm truly thankful because there's other things that people could be watching and spending their time with. And so if it's with me, I really appreciate that. I'm just one part of like a really big cog in this whole thing. So I appreciate that. You've collabed with quite a few of my favorites. It's all good. There's a lot of. I haven't collabed with FD. He's probably shared. I think he shared for sure 2 videos of mine, but I have never done anything with FD. You consume a lot of conservative media. Yeah, well, Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to. If I'm going to go after their talking points and push back on their narratives, I have to watch a lot of conservative media. I have to, and I have to show them if they come across my videos that I know I've watched you. Uh, Even going back to the Cartier family video when their fans found it, go to the comment section. They're talking a lot of smack. They're not arguing with what I said in the video. They're not arguing with what I actually said in the video. They say stuff like you're jealous, um, stay on the Democrat plantation, which is something I don't. You think I'm a Democrat? Okay. They're not arguing with what I actually said in the video. So then you do a video with Reese. I did do a video with Reese. Maybe find a research person. People, nope, nope. I again, there's a number of things that if I could hire people, great. But I guess maybe I could get help with like the research or finding clips and stuff like that. Sure. Because I think in order of stuff that I do, what I would be most willing to give away would be editing. But even I would like keep a close eye. Like I'm not a great editor, but like there's a certain way I want things done, of course, and I could communicate that. Researching and helping me find clips and stuff like that. Sure, I guess I could do that. But scripting, almost never. Almost never. Queen has a song called Delilah, written for Freddie Mercury's cat. Yeah, my cat, Delilah Mercury, was named after Freddie Mercury's cat. It was from, the Anak thing. Oh, that was from last year. Okay, then all right. Check out Means Morning News if you get a chance. Okay. All right. So, what time is it? I don't. Okay, I'll give 29 more minutes until 11 o'clock. One more video this year, unless like there's something super trendy happening that I need to get to. But um, I want to do one more video. I want to do the Asian people, Black people, H mark thing. Because I feel like the how to conduct yourself online thing is evergreen. It's not something that needs to happen immediately. So I can always push that off. Talking about bean soup theory, so that can be whatever. I guess I could combine those two things, whatever, but maybe not. So I think right now I've already done a lot of the reading and cultivated a bunch of videos for the H Mart Asian people video. So I think that's what I'm going to do next Monday or Tuesday or something like that. But I don't know. I kind of want to go off with a bang, but the way my channel, the way my channel was this year, not a lot of boom. So, we'll see. So if y'all want me to do a video, you got a video idea, just let me know. Send it here. Email me or something like that. Feel free to email me. He gonna be all right at gmail.com. I appreciate your presentations, humor, and classic style. You have a way of staying out of the drama. If I ever get into like a spat with some other content creator, something has happened. Drama. No, no. I got kids. My kids are hungry. They want me to take them to get burgers. I ain't got time to have spats with people. So drama, I usually stay out of. So yes, no. So I took that as a compliment. I like that you don't come across as whiny. Nah, thank you. I bet not. 2026 is going to be your year. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What happened with H Mart and Asians? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She said, "Oh, and we got responses in here." Yeah, even though she said, and this was on TikTok, and it started like a month ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. So if I were to make a video about it, I gotta like whatever. She said that even though she knows she's wrong, when she see white people in H Mart, she side eyes them. And I think I brought this up earlier. Middle America had a certain response to that. You know what they said. And then some Asians had another response to it. Actually, a very prominent Asian woman on TikTok responded, didn't make herself look good. And of course, black people, when it comes to our products or our culture, we understood where she was coming from. So we came to support her. And she recognizes that, by the way. I saw a video of hers saying thank you and stuff like that. And I'm sure it goes both ways, where like East Asians specifically see the plight of Black America and go, no, 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 we're not tolerating nonsense said about them. But I personally feel like not enough. And they can very well feel that about Black people. Not enough of us see enough of their humanity in a number of these things because of the model minority myth and everything like that. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that whole thing because I found it fascinating and everything like that from a Black person. I don't know. It might be too old to talk about. I think that might be one of the reasons why I struggle on YouTube from time to time, but it works for other people. Some people can just talk about stuff all the time, no matter when it's topical, just months, years later, and it works for them. I don't know. I may be changing my strategy here a little bit in 2025. We'll see. I don't know. I like what I do and how I do it. And when I started this YouTube channel, I never set out and said, I want this many views and this many subscribers. That was never a thing. And like I said, it's just from time to time when I peek up from what I'm doing, I'll go, oh, this person's killing it. What's wrong with what I'm doing? Why am I not doing that? Or I'll make a video that I spent weeks, even months reading about stuff on, and it gets like 10,000 views. And I'm like, well, crap. That's a lot of work. I don't know how to feel about that. I've been chasing this algorithm for 6 months now, in addition to always chasing it. And I cannot find it. And the fact that I got 2 videos, I think, this year that cracked $100,000, up to $100,000, what, 100,000 views. I'm thankful for those 2, but man, what's going on? I don't know. For my rap people, my hip hop people, especially around my age, y'all remember when Jay-Z kept saying that Memphis Bleak was only he was one hit away? That hit never came. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That hit never came. And Jay-Z said it about Memphis Bleak all the time, and it never came. So I don't know. I enjoy the content I make. I think one of the rules that I had for myself when I started a YouTube channel was make content that I would watch. And again, for a little while, I've looked for people like me. I'm not going to say nobody's like me. It's just, make video that I would want to watch. And I'm doing that. So I'm very well pleased with that. So no, we'll see. I'm looking to see if anybody has any video ideas. Let's see. I love your content. I always learn so much. Thank you. That's the goal. At least one of the goals. Just satisfy your core fan base. So, background inside into YouTube channels. If you satisfy your subscribers, as in you put the video up, and the people who get notifications watch it, and not only do your subscribers click on the video, but then watch it for a long time and then share it, YouTube usually go, oh yes, okay, we'll put that video out more because your subscribers watch it. And let me tell you, apparently I don't know what my subscribers want outside of making fun of black conservatives. I think I just had internet issues. As I was saying, satisfying my subscribers, my audience. Yes, that is key. And apparently I just don't know how to do that. There's not a lot of black politicians at the national federal level on the Republican side, the conservative side of things. There's what, 6? Not including, no, so in Congress, yeah. Like even if I ventured out to talk about like governors, there's not a lot of black ones that are on the conservative side. Audience on YouTube want to watch that or listen to that. I don't know. I did this year. No, last year I did 2 videos back to back about Columbus. I think pretty much the only Columbus video I did today or this year was the Les Wexner one, but that was like a national thing. So I would love to talk about Columbus more often. I don't know. This is me admitting that I don't know what my subscribers want from time to time. So yes, that's an issue that I have. Yeah, Tim Scott, Byron Donalds, the guy out of North Carolina. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. He's not in office anymore. So there's not a lot that I can make fun of. So other than that, I don't know what else to do. Like the Hottest Twins video did fine and it's evergreen. So like people can always watch it. It's not like trending or topical right now. So, we'll see how it goes, but yeah. Dave Chappelle's NIMBY presence. I've never even been to Yellow Springs, so I don't know. I think I probably mentioned it as an aside years ago, but I don't know. Use my home state's issue as a microcosm of what's going on across America. Yeah. Ohio's pretty red. For a long time, we pretended that was purple. It never was, just because it voted for Obama twice. No. The bigger cities here voted for Obama. The rural, y'all know what the rural places did. So. Are you truly passionate about Asians being offended in their Hong Kong marts? No, I'm passionate about other groups and races and ethnicities not messing with black people. It doesn't make any sense why they don't mess with black people. And I'm not asking them to mess with black people. I'm just saying like it just doesn't make sense for them not to. That's all that is. How AI is destroying the employment market. Yeah, 2 things. That sounds interesting. I don't think my audience wants to hear that. And I don't think it will sound right coming from me. Um, Here's a thought. Bongino from podcast with I made a Bongino video. People didn't watch it. This was years ago though, like when the channel was smaller. But with Fly Foxy Creations, yeah, it's I got a Bongino video that I made years ago. It's on here if you want to find it. Could it be maybe 3 years ago? I don't remember, but I have one on there. I made fun of him pretty good. If you wanted us to promote one video, what would it be? Yeah, it would be the Les Wexner video. That's actually, I might as well say that I tell this story. So, like, when I set out to make a video, okay, well, it's going to turn out, I wanted to turn out this way. It's going to turn out this way. Writing, producing, everything like that, coming up with clips and stuff like that, jokes. And then there's another side where it's like I'm developing the idea as I go. So there's one like, no, I know from the outset I want it to be like this. And there's one like I want to talk about it. I don't know how it's going to go, but let me just develop it over time. I did both with that video, and it still turned out. Well, this part is about to be two sides too. There's sometimes where I'm like, it turned out the way I wanted it to, and I love it. And then there's like, it turned out the way better than I thought it would, and I love it. And that one was like, well, my internet, people are like my kids are asleep. What's happening to the internet? What's going on with my internet? Go live more often, please. I don't know. Maybe. I'm a public high school teacher. It would. Yeah. It's a lot. Okay, well, I got 12 more minutes. Video ideas if you have them. And if I haven't stressed this enough, again, thank you so much for watching and sharing and liking and subscribing and all that. I appreciate it. Y'all keep me going. I feel I want to give you all the best. Again, and my wife does too, but sometimes she, when I'm like, she'll be like, I thought you were recording today. And I'll be like, no. She'll be like, why not? Like, well, I don't like the jokes in the script, or the script doesn't make as much sense as I want it to, or something like that. And she'll be like, well, do you need the script? Like, you can just turn on the camera and talk it through, right? And I'm like, yeah, I could, but my audio, sometimes it takes me a little longer to make these videos. So I could go live, but then some nerd like me is watching and can catch me slipping up is another thing. It's usually not that big a deal. I mean, that's what I did for a while, where we did lives and I went on talking about stuff, just ripping off the top of the head and stuff like that. So I think when I'm writing my script, I think that's the best version of me. And y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve that. No, so everybody's talking about my Wi-Fi. I have mesh points for my Wi-Fi upstairs in the living room, and then there's another room on the second floor. I was going to do this all the way upstairs, but I talk really loud. My voice projects. So I left the mesh point all the way upstairs. So that's what's going on with the Wi-Fi right now. My apologies. I think it cut out twice by now. That's what's going on. The mesh points are upstairs, and my kids are asleep, and my wife is possibly right now. So I didn't think anybody else would be on the internet. And I think I would have internet issues, but apparently I do. I'm getting like every 2 minutes. Really? Yo, Wi-Fi is messed up. That was one of the first times I heard someone say that in media. It was hilarious, but it stuck with me because I've seen it in real time. She just called them jungle versus my viewpoints on Jasmine Crockett. I don't know if I even have any viewpoints on Jasmine Crockett. I feel like Reese talks about her a lot. If anything, I just want to know where she is when it comes to like policy decisions. That's all. Um, I know conservatives use the word ghetto when it comes to her too often, which, so I mean, just thinking about it right now, it would be a video like defending her honor, I guess. Not that she necessarily needs anything from me, but the nonsense that she gets in the media is weird. But we knew it was coming when you have a presentation like hers. We know what time it is. So, see, 10 more minutes. You know what? I'll go full suit. So my live says 1 hour 49 minutes. I'll go with that instead of the actual clock. Well, all right. So my kids are looking forward to Christmas. I'm pretty sure I got all the gifts for my immediate family that I'm going to get. I may take some stuff back actually tomorrow on Christmas Eve because I don't know the amount of money spent. My kids get everything. Golly. Every so often, my wife and I will look up and say, like, man, the lives they get to lead is just dope. And it should be like that, by the way. Um, so yeah, the H mark thing. I don't know. Oh gosh. I don't think it's gonna work out. Okay, the last video of the year might be the bean soup Cunningham's Law video. Uh, how about which Ohioans do you wish would stop telling people they're from Ohio? Like the 5 Ohioans that embarrass you the most. So, I don't know if this is gonna sound weird. So, like, I don't really associate myself with Ohio. It's Columbus. So when people say they're like from Ohio, I'm like, cool. All right. Like a number of people from here, like Halle Berry, Arsenio Hall. There's a bunch. For me, it's like, well, who's from Columbus? That's where my brain goes. Who's from Columbus? Who's from around here? So I do like that idea. If I could just make it more about Columbus, but that wouldn't be a very long video about A, who says they're from Columbus, and B, does stuff that I'm like, please don't bring us up again. Start with Bow Wow. Bow Wow's from Reynoldsburg, so there's that. And to be clear, I'm not going to tell y'all which suburb I live in. And look, I get it. I get it. If you're around the country, let alone around the world, and you tell people you're from a suburb that's around Columbus, they won't get it. So you say Columbus in general. But there's the difference. I can say I'm from Columbus because I'm from Columbus. My kids bet not say they're from Columbus. Um, they're not from. Not. I've said on my channel a bunch of times. I'm that black dude who got married and moved to the suburbs. I'm that dude. I don't live in Columbus proper. No, no, no. School district stuff. When my kids graduate from high school, I'm going right back. So anyway, yeah, my kids they're not allowed to say they're from Columbus. You're from the suburbs, kids, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dad's from Columbus. So yeah, Bow Wow's from Reynoldsburg, but he doesn't want to claim Columbus as much as he should. He does his business in Atlanta or something like that. My kids get everything is the most dad thing I've ever heard, and I feel you laugh a lot. I'm going through that as well. Yeah. My kids got passports. I got a passport when I was 30 something. My kids got passports in elementary school. What? So Ohio used to be big on the music scene with funk and soul back in the day. Absolutely. The Isley Brothers? I think James Brown recorded in Cincinnati for a long time. The Ohio Players, I think somebody put up in here. Yeah, man. Now, as far as rap, especially in Columbus, we don't have anything nationally that's noteworthy. I think the biggest act that we have is probably 21 Pilots. They're from Westerville. To further answer a question that was asked to me earlier, like, why do I want to do this? But I mean, as you know, selfishly, just to put my talent out there. Also, just because Columbus, man, like, I want people to know that Columbus puts out great stuff on a national level. I need to do a little better, but we're working on it. Atlanta is the exact same way. Say they're from Atlanta and was born and raised in Sandy Springs. Yeah, like I have cousins who are in Kennesaw, but generally speaking, they say Atlanta. Yeah, there's people who, I'm from Chicago. You go to their houses in Naperville. So I do have Columbus there because it has my heart. Do I currently live in Columbus? No, I live in a suburb. So if somebody hasn't caught when I said that, I apologize. No, I'm not in Columbus proper right now. I was born there. I work there, but I live in the suburbs. So LeBron's from Akron. That's a fantastic gift. Best graduation present ever. Spread that out. Oh, yeah. When my youngest was 2, he had Wiggins, what? When my youngest was 2, he had his passport, and that boy has gone places. Love that for him. Love that for you. I think one thing about being it's not up to me. If my kids say I'm a great parent, then I'm a great parent. But one thing about being a great parent is, like, my kids deserve a great dad, but I deserve to be a great dad. Isley Brothers from Ohio, right? Maybe Ohio has the Isley Brothers. I don't know. I want more Columbus stuff out into the world. We do so many cool and amazing things. And I would like that to be me, but no. All right, less than 5 minutes. If I have not made it clear, again, I'm truly thankful for my audience. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, super chatting, all that. You could be spending your time somewhere else, and you do so with me. I truly appreciate it. I I wish you knew how much I think about you when writing a script and saying to myself, that joke's not good enough. This segue isn't on par. The flow of this argument isn't premium. I think about that all the time because I think y'all deserve somebody who's going to give you nuance and details. And I want to be that person. So I've been trying. So, like I've been saying, one more video before the end of the year. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I enjoy making it. How about that? How about that too? Will I do more lives? I don't know. I am having a good time, and I'm thankful that all of you are here. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I had an idea of what I wanted to talk about today, and I immediately threw it away in order to review some of my videos. But go and watch that Les Wexner Jeffrey Epstein video that I made in July. That's the stuff right there. That's that one right there. That's the one right there where, yeah, like I've been saying, I think I've said it 3 or 4 times. That's the one where I'm like, if you can sum me up in one video, it will be that one. If I could say like, oh, I am this as a content creator, it will be that video. I grew up in Pennsylvania, suburb of Youngstown. Oh, it's allegedly part of the Pittsburgh metro area, but let me think about that Youngstown-Pittsburgh combination. I can see how they're related. People from Stone Mountain say they're from Atlanta. Childish. One of my favorite Childish Gambino songs is called Yoshinoya. And in the chorus, he says Stone Mountain, DeKalb, Sequoia. So I think, you know, he says it. He says it. I've heard him say that he's not from Atlanta. Roger Troutman. Yes, I went. Well, no, I wasn't at Ohio State at the time, but Roger Troutman's son, I knew him. It's actually pretty sad, though. Columbus gave the world Wendy's. Yeah, I wish the original Wendy's was still up. It was across from the original Cosi. The Pretenders. Wikipedia has a list of people from Columbus. I'm going to be on that list one day. I don't know. We'll see. People are saying, please do more lives. You know, maybe. Remember, currency is your hip hop equivalent. I'll think about it. I felt like my basketball equivalent was Michael Redd, and not just because he's from Columbus, but he was always like hovering, just like he didn't, like he made an all-star team and he was on the Olympic Redeem team. Right. He never really punched all the way through. Like I feel like I'm Michael Redd. Hip hop currency. Am I Joey Badass? Who am I in hip hop? That's gonna have me thinking for a while. I'm thinking about it now. Am I JID? I wouldn't mind being JID. He's dope, but yeah, let me think about my hip hop equivalent. Thank you for the super chat. Do you feel like if you show more skin, that'd help? My wife has said that a bunch of times. My wife has said that a bunch of times. Yeah, I'm decently tall. Showing that off. I sit down. There are times where I stand up and present, like I put this whole situation on TV, on this table here, and I'll stand up, but like you see me from up there. Yeah. Yeah, I can't be KRS One though because like he was never like the pinnacle, but he was like pretty up there at one point. I think with the currency comparison would be that like you're doing your thing, you're very much respected in industry, but you were never close to like the hottest thing. And that's why like Michael Redd came to mind in basketball. Again, not just because he's from Columbus. KRS2. What is wrong with y'all? Um, okay, so I wanted, yes, I'm tall and skinny. I'm 6'1". Lupe, I can't be Lupe Fiasco because he was at one point, which by the way, I wanted to do a Lupe Fiasco video, but I didn't think my audience would watch it. Lupe Fiasco was, if we all remember, he was next. He was the next big thing. I'm not, nor have I been, unless 2026 gets real interesting. Look, I wouldn't mind being compared to Lupe, whatever. But yeah. Lupe Fiasco will be great. So I gotta look into the currency thing. Oh, hey, Sandy. Everybody say hi to Sandy. She's way late. Girl, I know you're in Canada, but this is the same time zone. Sandy rating. Oh, there we go. Sandy, now I feel bad, like, cause I was about to go. I'm five. What time is it? Is it after 11? Oh my gosh, I got push-ups to do. Hey. Okay, so people are talking about Lupe right quick. Again, I wanted to make a video about Lupe because Lupe is my favorite rapper of all time. Me and him are around the same age, and he, like me, was, man, I don't want to say this wrong. He was in the hood, not of it. Like, Lupe is a pretty gangster dude. Like, don't mess with that dude. Like, there's something wrong with him. But I think at an early age, and he would probably attribute it to God, as with me. But there was a bunch of stuff that I saw growing up, and my childhood was messed up. But I was like, I don't want to participate. There's something wrong with a number of these things, and that's why I connected with Lupe because like when he came out, he never pretended to be like some of the hip hop tropes, a pimp, a player, Mac, all this money, all this other stuff. He was just like, look, hey man, there's some stuff that's going on in the world. I don't really like it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a Lupe Fiasco comparison, but no. He wouldn't be my hip hop equivalent. Have you ever met someone after you talked about them on your channel? No, 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 no. I saw Vivek Ramaswamy at Easton 2 or 3 Christmases ago. It was me and my kids, and we were walking around. It was nighttime. And I look and I saw him, and let's just being real. He has a lot of forehead. And so I saw him. I remember like it was yesterday. He was in a horse-drawn carriage, and I was about to scream something at him, but he was with his wife and kids, and they don't deserve no nonsense like that. Like they didn't, no. I don't mind screaming stuff with my kids because they know how I am. But his kids didn't deserve it. But I have made a video about Vivek. And I've had some choice stuff to say about Coach Ryan Day, and I would tell Ryan Day what I have said about him if I ever met him. Because the general argument here was like after he lost 4 in a row to Michigan, he should have got fired. And I was like, well, I thought he should have got fired after losing 3 in a row. So I would tell him I said that. Yes. I would tell him that. Making a video, run into them. I would tell Childish Gambino. I made a video about him and his weird takes about black women. I would tell Don Lemon. I made a video about him. I would tell Hakeem Jeffries. I might email him tomorrow and say, hey, here's this video about you, man. What are you doing? Yeah, but I've never met anyone that I've made a video about because, you know, it's Columbus. People don't be here. Yeah, I believe Vivek is like 5'6", 5'8", somewhere in there. But he wasn't standing when I saw him. He was, like I said, he was in a horse-drawn carriage with his family. So it's Christmas. I think we were, where were we? I took my kids to the Louis Vuitton store the other day. It was hilarious. My kids are interesting people. They act like me and their mother, but they don't really care about like labels and luxurious type stuff. They were in there just not in order to make fun of, but like as a learning experience. So I think when we were walking in Easton a couple of years ago when I saw Vivek, he was going past the Louis Vuitton and Gucci's stores. Not to say he was in them. He has enough money too, but I don't think, you know, whatever. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's almost 11:15. Okay. I think that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. Hopefully I can put out another video by Monday if I can be decisive about what I wanted to do. I saw people talking about the Nicki Minaj, Erica Kirk video. I tried to throw a lot of jokes in that one. Oh, I didn't buy anything at Louis Vuitton, but we did go up in there and we were laughing because there's like a Louis Vuitton treasure chest. And my 12-year-old was like, what would that be for? And I'm like, well, where do you put your treasure? And he was like, yeah, that's a good point. But no, the Nicki Minaj, Erica Kirk video was up now. It came out late last night. I should probably stop putting out videos late. And I will tell you what, do I think I'm funny? I don't know. But when I was coming up with the joke in the beginning, making Erica Kirk's entrance into TP USA like Steve Austin's entrance, I was laughing. Like while writing it, while editing it, while getting the video and the audio from Jim Ross screaming about Steve Austin, I was laughing the entire time. I was dying laughing the entire time because I'm like, this is going to make it work. But like even the timing in which the audio from that and her walking out matched up so much was so funny for me. Like I died. And I like subverting expectations like that. Like I genuinely had a good time with that. And if you've missed it, I clipped that and I posted it on my other channel. I think I collabed it. I don't know my own life. Whatever. But I genuinely, moments like that make me enjoy doing content. Like I don't care how many views it does or does not get. I thought that was funny. So yeah, just knowing that I was going to subvert expectations, I was like, this is going to be great. I don't know if people are going to respond to it. Think I'm weird. I am weird. But I thought that was hilarious. That was funny. So that video is up now. Feel free to watch it. If you share one video of mine, to your family before Christmas or during Christmas. The Leslie Wexner one is up. I made it in July. Can't stress enough. That's my best video. I don't know if I cut this off. Does it mean y'all can't talk no more? But y'all are having conversations and everything like that. And I don't want to put an end to that. But maybe you can just go in the general comment section and yeah. Keep talking and everything like that. And again, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. And if I don't make a video next week, I'm supposed to. Have a happy new year. And as always, we're going to be all right.